I would not recommend watching Iris 2 because, yes, Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. So today I just have the very last category on our long journey of TV shows to recommend for you guys, and that category is spy/thriller genre, so let's get started. Okay, so the first show that I have for you guys is definitely something that falls into the spy genre, and it is an American show which has tons of seasons, and that show is Burn Notice. If you guys haven't seen it, it is definitely a show that will keep you going for a long time, and it kind of mixes this like spy style with humor. It's a very funny show, and it does keep moving, so it will definitely keep you going. And the plot's basically about a spy who has been burned and has to find a new way to go about his life. The next show on my list is also American, and it is a show which has quite a few seasons. It would fall into the spy category as well, and that is the show Nikita. It is a great show and definitely keeps you moving, and I also love that it is following a female spy. It has a pretty interesting storyline, and I think it originally aired on the CW, so if you like their type of shows, you will definitely like this one. It was on Netflix, and that's where I watched it, so if you guys are interested, you should definitely check it out. Another show which I have for you, which would definitely fall into the darker category of the spy genre, is the show The Americans. It is a very interesting show. It is set in the Cold War era. This show definitely has quite a few seasons, so it will keep you going. It kind of alternates between fast-paced and slower moving, so it's something that you probably won't get burnt out on. So if you're looking for a grittier type of show, it's basically about two spies who are in an arranged marriage and are living undercover in the United States. So this show would definitely fall more into the thriller category. It is a very good show and I really liked watching it. And it has a couple of seasons, so it is definitely something you should check out, and that is the show Bates Motel. It is based on the original Alfred Hitchcock films, Psycho. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, it is definitely something you could check out because it is so well done and so well acted, and I really enjoyed watching it. And if you're interested, you can find it on Netflix. So the next show that I have for you is actually a Korean television show, and it would fall into the spy category, and that is the show Man to Man. This show takes on kind of a humorous approach to the spy world. However, there is also a lot of drama going on, and as with most Korean dramas, even though it does have a humorous tone, it can definitely delve more into the dark and dramatic. It has a set number of episodes, so you should be able to watch through it pretty quickly, and it is definitely one that I enjoyed, so you should check it out. Another show with quite a few seasons that would fall into the humorous category was the show Chuck, and it was on for so many seasons, and it is definitely a show that I have to recommend just because it is a show that is so easy to watch. It's very light and funny, and it definitely keeps moving, and it's also a show which you should be able to find on multiple streaming platforms. I have another Korean show to recommend to you guys, and it is actually a Netflix original series, so if you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out, and that is the show Vagabond. It is about 20 or so episodes right now. I'm not sure exactly when the second season is supposed to come out, as with so many shows that are on, and this is actually a little bit different for most Korean dramas because it is a show that is set up to have multiple seasons, where most Korean shows are actually not set up to have multiple seasons, but it is definitely a show which would fall into the spy genre, and it is a very fast-paced show. It definitely starts out right at the top, and I find it to be pretty unique, especially in terms of Korean dramas. The plot revolves around someone who is definitely not a spy who happens to fall into the spy world, and even though it is very dramatic, it does have a few humorous points throughout the show, and is definitely one that I enjoyed. A good thriller which I have to recommend, which had quite a few seasons, is the show Mr. Robot. It was on for quite a few seasons, and it's just a very interesting show to watch just because it was kind of set up in a way that most shows, especially at that time, were definitely not set up. It is a very psychological show and definitely has some very good twists in it, and it's one that will keep you going for a while just because of how many seasons it has. Also, it is very well acted, and overall just a very enjoyable show to watch. So if I had to recommend a show that is 100% a spy show and definitely thrilling to watch, it would have to be the Korean show Iris. It actually doesn't have that many episodes. I think it only has about 24, but it is definitely a good show to watch and has a lot of twists and turns which you might not see coming, even though it is an older show. And if you enjoyed the show Iris, then you can go ahead and watch another show which was kind of a spin-off of that one, which was called Athena. I would not recommend watching Iris 2 because, yes, I'll just leave it at that. But if you are looking for a Korean show which did the spy genre very, very well, then I would definitely recommend checking out the show Iris. My next recommendation is an American show which definitely would fall more into the thriller category, although there are some spy elements going on, and that is the show Into the Badlands. It is a show which I actually didn't get to see while it was on the air, but after I found it, I was very happy that I was able to see it. And I think it was about 4 seasons, and you should be able to watch it on Netflix. And it is a show which is very unique and pretty much wholly on its own, as it is set in a kind of post-apocalyptic Earth setting. There is a lot of stuff going on in the show, from action to espionage. If that sounds like the type of show that you are interested in, then I would definitely recommend checking it out. If you're looking for a more historical type of show, then I would have to recommend the show Turn, which is currently on Netflix. It is kind of the OG spy story and is set in revolutionary America, and it also has quite a few seasons, so it is something that will keep you going. It is a very well done and fast-paced show, so it is definitely one that I would have to recommend. If you guys are liking this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I also wanted to remind you guys that I do have videos in a bunch of other genres, 9 other genres actually to be exact. So if you guys are interested in some other genres, then I will link them at the end of this video and you guys can definitely check them out. Another show which I had to mention because I just finished watching it and I really liked it is a show which actually falls more into the drama category, but it is such a good show that I also think it could kind of fall into the thriller category, and that is the Norwegian show Ragnarok, which is currently on Netflix. It is only 6 episodes, so it is something that is very easy and very quick to watch through, but it is a very unique style and such a good show with very good casting. So if you are interested in something that is kind of like a Norse god origin story, it is definitely a show that I think you should check out. Another Korean show which I have for you guys right now is actually only 10 episodes, but I must say they did so much with those 10 episodes, and that is the show Strangers from Hell. If you have not seen this show, it is a very dark and gritty show, but it is definitely one that I would have to recommend, and obviously it would definitely fall more into the category of thriller. It is a show that moves very quickly and is kind of set up on the premise of little did he know, because the main character makes a change in his life and decides to move into the big city, but little did he know the place that he is going to choose to live will become a big problem for him. So if that sounds like the type of show that you guys are interested in watching and you want to watch something that's very fast paced but a little bit dark and gritty, I would definitely have to recommend Strangers from Hell. And also what I want to know from you guys is if there are any thrillers or spy shows which you guys really like that I didn't list, please list them down in the comment section because I would love to hear them. I am always looking for something new to watch. If you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.